Welcome back. We're starting with Candy Cane Chapstick. I have this on from earlier, base faces earlier. I have different concealers on. I don't know if you'll see this video before or after that one, but yeah, so now I'm unsure because after I finish the face, it's like actually looking okay. If you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the Crazy Troll Nation. The crazy is just knowing it's okay to let your authentic personality shine through if you do videos. And if you don't do videos, or even if you do, enjoying whatever it is that you're here on YouTube to do. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. As you're watching beauty related content, try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand or a certain tool or a certain technique. Use whatever you want to, however you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. The bottom line here at the Crazy Troll Nation is self-acceptance and self-love. Embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even without face paint on. I need to let you know two things. I do curse in my videos sometimes because I curse sometimes in real life. I do try to catch myself. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The other thing is my throat randomly gurgles, belches, and hiccups in videos and in real life in general, but I need to let you know that. And I do always say excuse me, whether I think you heard it or not. So if you see me do it, that's an internal hiccup. And that's what I'll be like, oh, excuse me. So sometimes you may not hear it, but if you see me kind of do that, that's what it is. But I think I might be okay for this video. The video I did before this, did I hiccup or belch? I don't even remember. I did drink some Bold House Farms before the video, before this video. Yeah, so I babbled too. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. We are doing a look with, I'm calling it my, okay, let me back up. I did a Starry Night. I call this now my Starry Night BYOP because I do know this shade right here is called Starry Night. So this is my Starry Night palette, excuse me. I did one look with that, but all of these shadows I have done looks with before. This one I'm calling my Cobalt palette because this stands out and this is Cobalt. So we're doing a look with this palette. And the third one, which is under a bunch of stuff, I named it Work, Work, Work because the standout in that palette is a red. And so my lethal BYOPs I didn't name because everything just looks, I just can't name them. They just all look amazing. And these look amazing too. But I was like, what stands out? And with these, you can look at it and see, whereas the lethal BYOPs, it's not clear. So you can't see it. So just for the sake of numbering how many looks I do with each palette, that's why I named them. So maybe I'll just name my lethal ones by the color of the outside of the palette. We're going to do, excuse me, something very ethereal, which I don't always do. But I'm going to be simple, and we're going to do just a 2 shadow eye look. I don't think I've ever, no, 3. I don't think I've ever intentionally done that, but let's just get started. We're going to take this shade right here all over the lid. So this is new for me, like seriously, because for me to actually plan out just to do 2 shadows, it's just like, who am I? But I want to just show you some. Oh, is this shade Cranberry? What shade is this? No, this is Left You on Red. Really? There is a shade called Cranberry, and it's not in this palette. Oh, this is cute. You know what? I like all my MAC shadows. I think they're all really nice. They just work for me, and they last us a very long time. But this could easily be a one and done for those of you who do one and done, or if you're Russian and you're just trying to get out the door. This is really nice. And I know right now I'm not going to be completely satisfied with the look because y'all know I like to do more things. And so just using like 2 or 3 shades. But I don't know, maybe this will change. Maybe this will change how I feel. Because it's just exciting to me when I'm putting on like 3, 4, 5 shades. Or my lid, like, what is this going to look like? Oh my gosh, let's do more. And sometimes less is more, like seriously. But for me, I'm like, no. So this is new for me. This is new for me, so I always encourage you guys to try new things, and so I'm trying something new too. We're going to be simple today. Do something that's non-complicated. This is really pretty. I tapped in again, tapped off. This is very pretty. And I could take this and put on inner corner, but the previous look I did, I had a shade similar to this on inner corner, and I could put this inner corner, but I said, you know what, let's just not be complicated for once, maybe twice, and just do a very easy look. And now we're going to take, that one did produce some kick up in the pen, but I don't have any fallout on the face. Now we're going to take this shade right here, and it looks darker in person. That shade is, wait a minute, what number is that? I'm going to just keep going. I'm going to just keep going because I don't want to take too long figuring out these colors. And when I did the look with the Starry Night palette, I didn't look to see what shades they were because they were on the back, and it just takes up, excuse me for that glare. I wanted to just get through the video and not take up too much extra time. Excuse me if you heard that in my throat. I heard that in my throat. MAC shadows just work for me, y'all. They just do. I see fallout under here, and I'm thinking it might be the eyeliner that gets into my lower lash line when I put it on my lower lash line. Did I say that right? The liner that gets into my lashes when I put the liner on my lower lash line, because it's looking black and I put a brown. Actually, this is Sephora, and the shade is 09 Matte Brown. And so it has to be that because I'm putting on this shade and this shade and my fallout is looking black. So it has to be coming from the eyeliner. And sometimes it does do that. It'll clump into my lashes and then just fall out. So this y'all, this is it. And so my shapes are different. This one is usually more sharp and this side is usually more rounded. And so then it's like, okay, let's try to round you out on this side, because it's easier to round out than to make a round sharp. You know what I'm saying? I'm tapping in again. I'm thinking, I do have something I think I want to put on the brow bone, but actually this could just be the look, like seriously. Seriously, this could just be it. So, yeah, so we're just trying to sharpen this edge because this side is looking nice and sharp and it's looking like a V shape too. I tapped into the wrong shadow. I tapped into that first shade. So I wiped off the brush and I'm tapping into the second shade, just to see if I can get that same look, how it does look like an outer V. So that's what we're trying to do. Trying to do everything I try to do does not work out the way I want it to. So we're going to put that brush down. Now we're going to take this brush. Those were shader brushes. I'm not even saying what it is. And this is a semi-tapered blending brush. We're going to just tap into this shade right here. So we use this on the lid, this outer corner, and we're going to just tap this, which is looking like kind of taupey in person. And we did tap off, and we're just going to tap that right up here. We're tapping it again, tapping off, and we're just using the tip of the brush. We're not putting a lot of pressure. And this is all we're going to do up here. And then we're just going to do this for no other reason than just to do it, just in case it needed to be blended, which I think it was fine the way it was. Y'all, this is like a very easy, simple look. For lower lash line, I didn't pull out a brush for that, so we're just, what am I putting under there? All right, we're going to take this brush, this tapered brush, tapered. I'm calling it a pencil brush, but I don't think that's what it is. And we're going to take this purple right here, and it's actually called Power to the Purple. And we are going to slightly swirl with the tip of the brush, tap off, and we're going to put this on our lower lash line under here. And we are going to put MAC's, Macro Violet on our upper lash line. That's the fluid line from MAC. Surprisingly, I am going to MAC today to return that 6-pan palette. I do like it, but the look was close to what I can do with Midnight Sun. And so I'm like, Yeah, this is the year of like not duping. But so that is it, y'all. So we're gonna do the MAC. Excuse me. Oh, I got a flake in my eye. I think it's a piece of liner. So this is MAC's Fluid Line Macro Violet. We're gonna put this on, and I didn't intend to. It's the only mascara I have open right now, which is a MAC Stack. So we're gonna put that on. We're gonna use our Sephora collection. Number 28 Nightbird. We're going to do all of that, and then we're going to come back. This is our finished look, y'all, and no, we did not use the Sephora one. We used MAC's Caviar, MAC's Matte Retro Liquid Lip Color, and also for blush we used MAC's Blush Baby. This came free with something. We used that, and we also used our MAC highlighter today. So as full a face of MAC as we possibly could. You know what, if I would have thought about it, I would have used the MAC eyeliner too. I do have and I got a brown one. I used a brown one before. Wasn't thinking. This is called Double Gleam Extra Dimension Skin Finish, and so that's our highlighter that we use, and I like it because it's not a color, but it just adds a shine. So this is our face today. This is the look. Hang tight. We will come back with the look from the work MAC BYOP palette. Let me know what you think. Hey YouTube, today is the 20th of February. Had to think about it. Just got back home last night from another one of my little cousin's cheerleading competitions. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. So we're using today Hourglass brushes, and I just mixed up what I was using. These are number 3s. These are just flat shader brushes, kind of wide, which fits for me because I have a lot of space. Semi-tapered blending brush. This is the Hourglass number 6. And we're going to be using the Hourglass number 9. It's a domed shader brush, it says, or just a dome brush. And we're going to use that for lower lash line. Speaking of which, lower lash line, we have on MAC Color Excess Gel Pencil Liner, Sick Tat, bro. And on our waterline, from MAC also Color Excess Glide or Die. For that, so that's lower and upper, excuse me, inner rims, the waterline. We have the same base face as before. We're using Candy Cane chapstick because that's what we used for the previous look, and well, not only because of that, but mostly because it's in the flat lay already, and I did put these eyeliners in the flat lay, so that way I'm like, okay, that picture is done. I really, excuse me for smacking, I realize I do miss posting on Instagram, and so that is why I still am posting flat lays, but not doing the whole write-up thing that we were doing before. So anyway, so this is what I'm calling the work BYOP, because this shade right here is bold, and I know that that one's called work. But we're not doing a dark look today. I initially thought to do like an ethereal look, just using lighter shades that I normally don't do, and as I looked at this, I thought, no, we're not. So we're going to use this shade, this one here. This is Divine Mink, a single from Pat McGrath, and we're going to use this one here in lower lash line. I think we're going to put this one. I think if we do put something for brow bone, we may put this up in that area, up in the transition brow type area. So that's what we're going for. So we're going to take this shade right here, which is light for me, but that's what we're going to do. And oh, it's a little more powdery than I thought, and it is a lighter shade, so we're still going light, but then we're going to go dark. That's pretty. What I like about this and shades like this that are lighter, pastelish, almost even, kind of, sort of, is that this doesn't look ashy on me. This would be a great one and done if you don't want to do a lot, because it's there, but it's not boom pow in your face. But it has a nice little, I want to say it's a satin finish, but I don't know. But it has a nice little sheen to it. So it's like something there, but it's not like too much. For those of you who don't like those crazy looks, I do. I mean, I don't think they're crazy, and I'm just saying that to just say that. But when I do, you know, the darker looks, the grungy looks, like this is not that. Is she pretty? We do have on our Fenty eyeshadow primer, of course, all the basic stuff. Everything from the first look. And I don't even remember if I told you what I used in that look. Now we're going to come down here to Divine Mink, this shade right here. And I do really like this shade. And so I'm just swiping it on the brush. It's not, I tapped off, but it really wasn't anything to tap off. We are overlapping. And so you see how far over we took that first shade, which is like to here. So we're coming further in to get this more so in the center of the lid, and also to get that blend going. And we're going to sweep back and forth. I'm covering that up a lot. So I think I'm gonna go back to that shade just to put more, to bring that shade further over, because I did take it pretty far. Took it like halfway, but then I covered half of it up. This shade, I really like this shade. So yeah, we are, excuse me. And then I'm going dark with this look. I can't help myself. I just have to. Today, my video aired me trying to dupe Grace's Cold Moon from Inslee Rain, her look. And I really like Moonlit Seduction. And even though the looks are similar that I did, and they're similar to other looks I did with Moonlit Seduction, I do really just like that palette. And there's not a lot of variety with it, but those tones just really suit me. Excuse me. And so I kind of like this the way it is. So we're still overlapping even further because I just like it being darker. But I do tapped in lightly. But I do like this gradient. And I do like how these shades are working together. Y'all, when I like something, I'm in the process of, this is the brush that had the first shade on it. So we're just sweeping over, not adding any more shadow on the brush. I am in the process of, as emails come in, unsubscribing. I want to do a no buy, but then I don't. I want to do one, but I don't want to commit to it. And I did make some more purchases. I did purchase something from MAC. That'll be for a giveaway. And then I purchased something else. They were on sale. Nomad is having a sale, and my unaffiliated code still does work, so that saves a little bit more too. And so I'm debating, like, do I want to buy those palettes for a future giveaway? But then I'm like, I already have stuff for giveaway. I really like how this is looking. So I really just need to stop shopping, but I don't want to commit to not shopping. So that's my dilemma with that. This had Divine Mink on, and I'm not adding more shadow on the brush. I do still have those two House Labs palettes to give away, and I really like the formula. I mean, I know a lot of people were like, oh, it's trash. I'm like, I don't know, maybe they got duds. I mean, I really don't know, but I had no problems. And if you look at those videos, the shadows applied fine and the colors showed up. So I really don't understand. We're going to take this one. This is dark. This one I do, oh, I dropped it. My thick thigh scored it. This is excuse me for the glare. This is Illuminati. It's a black, but it has a shimmer. So far we use this shade in the corner. This is Divine Mink from Pat McGrath. And now we're going to come down to this one. So you see it is a black and it has sparkle. And this has a little bit of sparkle to it, but not much. This we're going to put on lower lash line. And I'm thinking I might need to use a smaller brush than the one I have out for that. Excuse me for the glare. And maybe this for brow bone. But I'm not sure because I'm kind of liking how the brow bone is looking, and I think this might be too light for it. So I'm kind of thinking this one, but I think this one is more shiny than that one, and I don't want to put anything bright up there. So anyway, let's go into Illuminati. Ooh, I'm going light-handed because Illuminati is black. Illuminati is black, and it shows up. So I am like just going very lightly with the pressure that I'm putting. And yeah, the order I placed from MAC, I placed it in the wee hours of the morning for pickup. And I'm surprised because now it's like almost 2 in the afternoon. I haven't received the email yet that is ready for pickup, and I'm kind of like, what? Because usually when I place orders for pickup, like in the wee hours of the morning, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, usually by the time I get up, which even now I'm up earlier than usual, being away really like altered my sleep schedule. I usually have an email already saying it's ready for pickup. So I'm kind of like, and I'm wondering if they're going to email me and tell me it's not available for pickup because they are 20% off. And even if it's in store, there needs to be a certain number of them in store in stock for them to still have it for pickup, because I've seen it said it was in store, but then when I put it in my cart for pickup, it said it wasn't available. And I'm like, well, is it available or it's not? And she explained to me there needs to be a certain amount in store. So if people do come in to buy it versus ordering online, which to me is just, I mean, it's just strange to me because you're saying it's here, but I can't order it to pick it up. But if I just walked into the store, I could buy it. So I mean, I don't understand. This is not the same shape as the other side, and I'm just making it worse, I think. Because this side I like. This side, my sides are never the same. And I am used to it. But when you look straight though, it's like, okay, it's cool. But, But I think by the time I put liner and all of that, I think it'll either distract from it or it'll just work itself out. And these freckles I have over here are throwing me off because it's making it look like it's patchy, but it's not. So there's like skin showing. Well, there's shadow, skin, and then a freckle. And because my freckles are dark, it looks like it's a piece of shadow and it's not. So I need to stop messing with it. And this side I came down like way too far because I'm trying to do this thing over here. So we're just going to stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Lyrics to a hip hop song, excuse me. So we're going to leave this like this. The lid work though, like I like how the lid is looking. We're going back to the brush that had Divine Mink on it, and we're just going to not add shadow on the brush, but just go back and forth up here just to bring this up a little bit further. And I don't know when I started taking my lid shades almost up to my brow bone, and then sometimes I like it, but then sometimes I don't. It may be because the way it blends, it makes it look like there is a brow bone shade already, but then sometimes I wish that I wasn't in the habit of taking it so high up, because there was a time when I didn't go so high up and I would still do a transition shade like right here in this area and it looked nice. So I don't like, my technique and what I've been doing has been changing over the years. I'm not liking how this corner's looking, but anyway, so this is what we have. I don't know if I want to take this brush. That's going to blow it out a lot. We're just going to do it this shade right here, and I want to say that's Embark. No, that's Sketch. So we're just tapping straight in and kind of just pressing and just wiggling the brush. And oh shoot, I think this is okay. Wait a minute, I thought it was going to come down too far. I am going lightly and I'm not going all the way in. I'm stopping like right here, and I am going lightly because this is such a wide brush, it can blow out, and sometimes it doesn't always look right. So I'm just going lightly, and I can feel that I am on top of my eyelashes. And I did start to take a smaller brush to just get up under the lash line, but then for some reason I was like, oh, let's just use our hourglass brushes today. Ooh. Ooh, I like this over here. I like how smoky this looks. Oh my gosh. Y'all know I love a smoky look. Ooh. I still don't like this piece, but you know what? We're going to rock with it. So now we are going to... Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Okay, let me see. What... Since it's telling me to do this one, but this one would be brighter. I think this would blend in more. Shoot. Let's just take this one, because that's what we started to do. So let's just not be indecisive. Let's not continue to be indecisive and just do what we said we were going to do. And we're going to just tap this in this area right here. Okay. What shade is this? This is All That Glitters, but it's not even glittery, which is a good thing. And we're going to sweep back and forth. Going to sweep back and forth. I like that. Like that, it's there, but it's not there. And it's blending out this line too. Not that I think it was harsh. We're going to tap in again. I need to cut my hair. I just caught pieces of hair. I need to look at my calendar, because I do put when to cut my hair, because I cut it every 2 weeks. And then when I forget, it'll be times like now. I'm still dipping into All That Glitters. And I'll look at it, and it's like little pieces will be sticking up. Like they won't lay flat. And I see pieces up here that won't lay flat. And like there's a piece a whole area right there. And then I'm like, when did I last cut my hair? So I think I forgot, or may have forgotten, when to put it in my calendar to cut it. But because I like to know days ahead of time so that it's not like, oh, I need to do it like right now. We're going to take this. I'm going to do this side. This side feels like it's starting to tear. I tried today for the first time. Where the heck? Oh, this came free when I did the Scandinavia order, and they're having a sale again as of today, February 20th, 20% off still, and you get 2 free samples. And so I have been meaning to try the primer spray because I really do like their finishing spray. And they explain on their website why they call it a finishing spray versus a setting spray, and it made sense because they said it does more than set, which it does. It finishes your face and it does set it, so that's why they call it a finishing spray. So it finishes the face and sets at the same time, and I really do like it. And so today I tried the primer spray, and this eye has been tearing ever since. It's been not tearing, but it's been itching, and I don't think I like it. I'm gonna still try it again. It smells, I don't know what it smells like. It smells like cardboard, and maybe that's what's making this eye itch. And I did wipe off my eyelids after I put this on. But and because it's a spray, it goes everywhere. So I'm gonna try it again. I don't want to give up on it. And I'm saying all this because I ordered one because it was 20% off, and I really thought I was gonna be like, ooh, I really thought I was gonna love it as much as the finishing spray. So I went ahead and ordered it. And so I'm like, let me just go ahead and try it. Now I'm like, did I make a mistake? If you guys use the Scandinavia sprays, not Scandinavia sprays, let me know. And let me know what you think of their primer spray. So I was doing this over here just to try to do something with that corner, and I was only doing this here just to try to get it even with this side, because this right here I'm not liking. I'm tapping in very lightly, so I'm just trying to do something with this corner, tapping in lightly and then tapping off, because that's what we did on the other side. And this is diminishing the darkness of that outermost corner, but I think it's also giving it a blended look. So I really just wasn't liking this side over here. And so I think we worked it out. I hope. If not, it won't be the first time we did a look and it's like, girl, what the hell? I'm a troll for a reason. So we're going to edit out putting on Black Mirror from MAC, Black Stack Mascara. And this one says micro brush. And for me, this does seem different than the other MAC Stack Mascara, even though this is a MAC one too. But I don't remember if the other one said micro brush or not. And we're going to put on Caviar, still doing our black lips. So we're going to do all that, and then we're going to come back. This is our finished look, y'all. And y'all know I'm digging it. Y'all know I'm digging this black lip. And what I really like about the retro matte liquid lip colors from MAC, I do not have to double dip. I can do top lip, bottom lip, go in and use the tip of the brush to do, you know, my lip line. If I need to fill in, I could do all that without double dipping in here. And I just love that, and it just works. And unlike some other liquid lipsticks, like say I saw something messed up and I wanted to add more, the color won't be uniform. Like you can tell, like I added color, but this, it always stays consistent, at least that one. And that's the only MAC one that I have. I really want them to do more dark colors, and they don't. So that's why I have the different darker colors in the Sephora collection, which I love as well. But I do like the formula of the MAC one just a little bit better. So this is our finished look. I am excited, y'all. And I think everything did turn out well. Looking at it though, seems like to be more black over here. What brush was that? That had Illuminati on it. We're not going to mess with it because y'all know I'm trying to find a brush that had Illuminati on it to add some more over here. But then maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just the way the light is hitting it. I don't know. But you know what? I'm going to take a brush and just tap in the Illuminati a little bit. You know what it is? I think I put too much of all that glitters there. So we're tapping in very lightly, tapping off. And we're just going to just put a little bit more, not quite all the way out where all that glitters is, but just right here, tapping in, not tapping off. Okay, so we're just going to leave it like that after I tap in again and not tap off. Yo, I swear I'm always I shouldn't do that, but after I do a look, let me know too if you finish a look and then you go back and do more stuff. I think that looks This side still looks darker to me. And I think it's the lighting, because other videos too, I'm like, why does this side look so dark? Like just the eye look in general. So we're just going to leave it like that. We are done. Thank you for being here. Let me know what you think of these MAC looks. And hopefully I'll get an email soon saying come pick up my order, just so I'll have that here to do the giveaway stuff. So, but anyway, feel free, if you're new here, if you're not subscribed, to do that, to like, comment, to share, browse through my playlist. There's a lot of links down below. I appreciate you for being here. And as always, self-acceptance, self-love, that is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon.